Morning, Father.
Good morning.
Are we on?
Yeah, I think, is it already? Yeah, it's already
This is the part we always delete.
Yep.
Yes, this is the part we do delete.
Can you grab the door, Nate? It's getting a little echoey.
The 10 minutes last time that we had,
That was probably the best part of the show.
it was, but, we can't have our show being 35 minutes long.
Why?
It's too long. Nobody wants to listen to
nobody wants
35
to
minutes
They
of
can
this.
stop whenever they want.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Well, I guess it might not be morning if you're listening. I don't normally say
Oh
that.
my gosh, are you really going to start this now? Should we go back to saying Cougar chat?
No. Welcome,
morning
everyone,
somewhere.
to the Lansing Catholic Podcast. My name is Father Joe. I'm the chaplain here.
Mr. Stolpa, Dean of Intellectual Formation.
And we have a very special guest, Mrs. Lynn Collom. Thanks for coming on, Lynn.
Thanks for having me.
Your official title is the Student Life Director, correct?
It is, yes. And then I also do admissions as well.
And that basically means you do all kinds of things all throughout the school.
I do, yes. It's kind of fun. I get to welcome in the new freshmen and the new students to Lansing Catholic and then plan all their fun.
Awesome.
She's also the mother of our football play-by-play man.
That's right.
Adam Collom.
Mr. Adam Collom.
Yes.
Shout out
Guest
to
of the
Adam.
show.
Do you think he still listens to this show?
I do. I do think he does, yes.
Well, he's going to be pleasantly surprised when his own mother is on this week.
Yeah, I haven't told him yet, so that'll be a fun surprise.
It's a Collom competition.
It is.
So we brought Mrs. Collom on because we have homecoming week coming up very quickly, and you know all the ins and outs of that. So
Yes,
we're going to
I
talk
do.
about that in a little bit.
Did you ever go to a homecoming dance, Father?
Like when I was a student,
Yes, I don't care if you go now.
Is this-
you can't take a date now.
I feel like there's a
little late
homeschooling
for
joke
that.
about to come up.
No.
No, I did
It was
not
a
go to...
legitimate question.
We did not have homecoming because I was homeschooled.
Homeschool coming?
See, there it is. I knew it. Okay.
I did not plan that. It was just there in my brain.
I did go to homeschool prom, but we've talked about that, so we don't
Well,
need
I
to
didn't
do
ask
that.
about homeschool prom. I asked about homeschool coming.
Yep, no, there was no such thing. At least
right.
not that I went to. So what's
Well,
going on this week?
I didn't either, Father. I didn't have any ladies who liked me back then.
Well, that wasn't
I only
the
have one
question.
now.
The question was whether I went to homeschool homecoming.
Whatever.
Let's see. Monday the 15th looks like a pretty normal Monday.
I think this is a fairly normal week, Father. I don't know if anything exciting is going on.
Yeah, I don't see anything on Tuesday. There's a National Honor Society meeting Tuesday morning, so if you are in NHS, be sure to show up to that.
Sounds like play rehearsals in full swing.
Yep. Play
Have you watched them rehearse at all, Mrs. Collom?
I have not, but I do want to. I heard it's a pretty funny show. So
There's no singing in this one, right? We try not to do a singing one till the spring.
Correct. This is a little bit drier, but I just feel like with the acting cast that we have, I think that they're going to do a great job with this one.
There's also the regional principals meeting. I don't
What?
think
Since when are we reading everything?
I'm just telling people what's going on.
Oh. Well, it looks like, there's the MTSS meeting. It looks like Latin has a test. We're just naming all the random stuff we got going on, Father.
Wednesday the 17th, there is the Diocesan All-School Mass at the Cathedral. Have you ever been to that?
No, I'm not invited.
I don't even know exactly why, what the overall point of it is, but basically all of the schools in the diocese, all the grade schools, I should say, are invited to even the high schools too.
Yeah, we send a handful of people.
Well, we always go because they like our students to help with, to be greeters at the doors and with the hospitality team.
Pass out donuts after Mass.
And I think the other high schools are invited, but they just don't show up. We're the only ones that do. Now, we are right here in town.
Yes, it takes us 5 minutes to get to the cathedral, whereas everybody else is at least 40.
Yeah, so there will be a group of our students that will be going to the cathedral that day for Mass
But way to shame all the other schools, Father, for not going to Mass.
with Miss Gailey and Mr. Ayoko chaperoning them. And I believe they get Jimmy John's on the way back. So that's the special.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Can I come?
I mean, do you want a chaperone?
No, I just want Jimmy John's.
Well, if you want a Jimmy John's sandwich, you got a chaperone. Also that night, we have our monthly adoration night, Adore Adoration Night. So that's at 6 o'clock here at school. We start with pizza, and then we'll have adoration, and then games after that. So from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday.
So one thing that we have coming up, though, next week, Father, that kind of relates to Mrs. Collom is we have the club review for all the kids in Rajinka. So what is that, and what kind of clubs do we have to offer?
Yes. So actually, that will take place next Wednesday and Friday in Rojinka. So if you're not going to Mass that day, you will be with your mentor and your reps talking about all the clubs that we're offering this year. And we have like the same ones that we had last year, but a whole bunch of new. I've had many students come to me requesting new clubs, and so I've been working with them to find staff leadership as well. So we have a ton of new things. A robotics club that's coming. We've got baking club is coming back. That's a really popular one. We've got, there's been talks about fishing club. So we really want to kind of embrace our mission, social, intellectual, and spiritual, and offer clubs and extracurriculars that support all of those things. And so I think that there's going to be something for everyone. And the whole mission of talking about that in Rojinka is just to welcome our freshmen into the fold and have those conversations about why it's important to be involved. And then they'll get the list of everything that we have that's currently being offered.
Very cool.
Is the sailing team on that list of clubs?
It's not officially. We've got to see if we've got somebody for leadership, staff, and also student. But we do have some offerings from Sailing Club that you've emailed out. So anybody that's interested could at least start with Lake Lansing and their sailing team.
Are we, yeah, I was going to say, that's not one that we're doing, right? We're partnering with somebody else?
It's just like a regional team that our kids could participate in if they want to, but it's not really like a school thing per se.
Yeah, I think at one time Lansing Catholic did have an organized team. It's just been a while since we've had enough students that have been actively wanting to, I guess, get together and do it on a regular basis.
Now, it's a little bit misleading is that sailing team, or at least the email they sent me, they called it the Lansing Catholic Sailing Team. But what they mean by that is like the Lansing area sailing team for Catholic schools.
Correct.
And they abbreviated that to Lansing Catholic. I was like, oh, that's not what people are going to think if they hear that.
Correct. Yes.
If only we had an experienced sailor who could help with this.
I've been trying to get
Collom, do you know of any?
You know, I've asked, and Father is a very busy man, so I understand, but he would be the perfect leader in so many ways.
Do you think there's a worry because he sunk so many boats in his day that
I have not sunk any boats.
Any pictures I've seen, his boat was floating.
Pieces of boats.
You know, I feel
I did lose a chunk of a boat once, but the boat did not
That's
sink.
what they said in Jaws, too.
Great. Tuesday, we also have our first priest feast. So there will be some priests from our partner parishes here for lunch that day. So if you see me around, be sure to say hello.
What are you serving?
I don't know. Whatever lunch is that day is what they're going to get.
You used to do pizza where, like, in the balconies,
Oh, you're right.
It was
Years
priest
ago,
feast in the balcony.
Yes, we got away from that. Now they just eat in the cafeteria with everybody.
Bosco sticks.
A little less exclusive. They can just be with all of the students in the cafeteria.
It's a good salad bar, though.
Yeah. And then Friday, I don't see anything on Friday, just the usual stuff. Oh, there's a U.S. Army visit during lunch. So
You really are just reading all the random stuff.
If anybody wants to learn about the U.S. Army, they will be here.
I mean, that doesn't really help our parents. Like, parents, if you're thinking about enlisting in the Army,
Well, maybe their son or daughter is interested, and they should remind them that day.
Is it the Army when they come, they always have, like, a pull-up bar?
I believe that's the Marines.
It's the Marines.
Have you ever tried pull-ups?
Oh, ever?
No.
There was a time in my life where I could do a pull-up. That time has passed me by.
Well, I meant
You don't get this body by working out, Father.
So, Mr. Patrick Brennan, who used to work here, he came in to lunch one day when that pull-up bar was up, and he cranked out 15 pull-ups. I was like, dang, I was not expecting that. So he's got some good upper body strength. Also, Margaret, who works in the kitchen staff, I might have told this story last time. I
don't remember this
We've been
story.
doing this for long enough that we're repeating stories. She one time just like decided that she wanted to try a pull-up. So she gets out there and couldn't do one, and she was frustrated. So she decided that year she was going to work out throughout the year. And the following year when they came back,
Really?
little Margaret comes out and she does like 5 pull-ups, which is more than a lot of guys
That's
here
fantastic.
can do. I was
That
like,
is awesome.
good for you, Margaret.
Yes.
Seriously.
So I'll have to check with her and see if she's still at her 5 pull-up. If she's at that spot still. But
Love that.
All right, so homecoming week, Mrs. Collom.
Yes.
The big thing that happens this week before we get into actual homecoming week is the decorating of the halls.
Yes. So actually, I was going to say something. This coming week is our hallway decorating competition kickoff. So our student leadership team has elected Nintendo games as our theme this year, and each grade level has been assigned a game, and they will decorate their halls in that theme. And then next Monday, so the Monday of homecoming week, our whole staff will go out and we'll look at our halls and we'll vote, and then we'll elect the winner based on a number of criteria. But we hope that they have fun with that theme. It's just kind of a good way for everybody to kind of get together with their class and do something fun in the name of homecoming. And so it's always a good time, and we always get some really cool hallways out of it. So we're excited for that for sure.
So I really like the Nintendo theme, but I was disappointed in the choices, I will say.
Really?
As I was driving, I was thinking, why was there no Zelda? Why was there no Donkey Kong?
I just feel like it's this generation thinking about like what was cool when we were playing those games, and that's really what they resonate. And Mario Kart is something that obviously they play now.
Animal Crossing?
Nathan Gross, our producer, is miffed that Animal Crossing made it on there. And maybe I'm with you, Nate.
I was very surprised that Animal Crossing made it on there.
I honestly didn't even know that was a Nintendo game.
Me either.
Did you know the game?
I'd heard of it.
Or were you just thinking of animals that were going across the road? Like, there's an Animal Crossing.
One of our juniors thought Animal Crossing was just like higher budget Crossy Road.
I don't know what that means.
You know, like the game where like you're like it's like it's like almost like the blocky like chicken. And it's like you're pressing the buttons, literally just like crossing the road.
Frogger?
Yeah.
Never heard of this game.
What games have you heard of, Father?
Well, we had a Sega Genesis when I was a kid, which was like the competitor to
Sonic.
Nintendo.
So you knew Sonic
the Hedgehog, Earthworm Jim. There's this other game. It was kind of like Indiana Jones-esque, but a different off-brand version. So
either way, I thought they were good choices. I think they give you a lot of creativity. So
I think that's what they're coming at it is like, how can we decorate it, right, and make it fun? So I was happy Super Mario Brothers made it. That was my jam. 1, 2, and 3. That was me all the time.
Which one did you prefer?
3, I think. Wasn't that epic? That was kind of like
3 was kind of the one where all of a sudden there's a world and you could see your guy going along the plot. And
Agree.
And that kind of led to Super Mario World, which is one of the best of all time.
Yeah. So I was, and in freshman, I feel like that was the elite choice, and freshmen got that. So I'm really excited.
What did the seniors get?
Seniors got Mario Kart.
So we got the freshmen are Super Mario.
Yep. Sophomores are Super Smash Brothers. Juniors are Animal.
I lost a lot of college days playing Super Smash Brothers. Yep. I got a little too good at that game.
See, good choices. I told you. Juniors are Animal Crossing, and then the freshmen are Super Mario Brothers, and seniors are Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. That'll be a good one. So if you're a parent listening to this, how can a parent get involved, and what can they do to help?
We actually don't discourage parent involvement. I mean, the kids are in the halls putting up all of the stuff, and they can start in the morning. They can do before school. They can do after school, and stay until as late as 5:30 or so. But if parents want to help create items that, their kids can bring in, if they want to build things with their students and the students bring them in, I mean, that's certainly welcome. We do offer a small budget for each hallway too. And so obviously students can spend that. If they want to spend additionally, that's completely up to them and at their own discretion. But we certainly encourage parents to help as much as they want to. We just ask that students are in the halls actually assembling and putting up all the decorations and things like that. So.
Great. So that's this week leading up to homecoming week.
Yes.
And then starting on September 22nd will be actual homecoming week. So what can people look forward to that week?
So we kick off the week on Monday with grandparent mass. So all of our grandparents will be in the building, and that's always a special way to kind of welcome all of our homecoming festivities. And then after Monday, we'll have our dress themes too. So we should probably include that. So Monday will just be our uniforms, because obviously for mass and for welcoming our grandparents, we wanted to keep it just our plain uniform. Tuesday will be a fun day. It's our look-alike day or match day. So you can look like your friend, look like a group of people, dress like your favorite staff member or teacher. It's going to be a fun day. Wednesday would be dress like your class. So the student leadership team assigned like groups of people to each grade. So the freshmen dress like babies. The sophomores will be teenagers.
What is this?
The juniors will be adults. The seniors will be senior citizens. And staff, should they choose to take the challenge, will be skeletons and zombies.
Where do I get a skeleton? I didn't even know. I've just heard about this. So
I did not know staff were part of this.
Well, the skeleton ones. So my daughter is 3rd grade now.
Yes.
So the last couple of years, they always have like the 100-day celebration.
Yes.
And so the kids are encouraged to dress like you're 100 years old. So my daughter, when she was in first grade, I think, realized that when you're 100, you could be dead. And so she figured out how to dress like a skeleton. So all the people are dressed up in like canes and old people stuff. And then my daughter's got this skeleton costume on, just goes in wearing that. We're like, Carly, that's kind of brilliant. So I don't think that'll fit me.
No.
But
might have to size up, but that's the idea.
But the zombies one, I do like the movie Zombies, so I could probably go with this.
It seems like the sophomores kind of got gypped, though, because they have to dress as teenagers. That's just them.
You say gypped, they're like, yes, I can wear my sweatpants and sweatshirts and hoodies, and they're cool. They're cool with that.
All right.
So, yeah.
What are you going to dress up like, Father?
I hadn't thought about that. Is zombie priest a thing? Like, would that be weird?
Be.
I mean, the zombies need saving, too.
I'm not committing to anything at this point, but
maybe we can have a theological or explanation on zombies and their...
Anything else that week you want to highlight?
Yeah, so then Thursday will be class shirts, pajama bottoms, and that actually coincides with our Powder Puff game. And so all the ladies are welcome to come out and play that, which is why we're in our class shirts. And more information will be emailed out to everybody about that game. Friday is just Cougar Spirit Wear in support of the game and our team. And so that really is our dress themes. And then obviously Powder Puff game is on Thursday afternoon. Everybody is welcome to attend. We will be on a different schedule that day, and all of that will be emailed out to families and students. But the day actually ends at 1:45, and students can choose to stay for our Powder Puff game, and we hope that they do, and we encourage them to because it's always a good time. And Kona Ice will be there again, serving their treats to staff and students, so that's always a bonus. And then Friday, we will have also a different schedule ending early so that we can have our homecoming week pep assembly led by our student leadership team.
Sounds like a fun week.
What's your favorite Kona Ice flavor?
They have this. So Kona Ice is dangerous because they put like the valves on the outside, so you can just mix your own things.
Juice as you want.
Yeah, and so eventually you're like, oh, I want some of the cherry, or they have like the tiger's blood, and they have all these other ones, and eventually you just ends up brown.
Yeah,
because you just mix it all together because you can't decide.
It just becomes like this whole puddle of high fructose corn syrup with a little bit of ice in it.
And then you drink some, and all of a sudden you just drink it solid, pure sugar because it just taken over the ice.
And if it's warm, it's been so cold. I don't know if this will be an issue, but I know some years all those bees come out that are looking for all the sweet.
I don't know if there's any way to avoid the bees, but it's still worth it. Kona's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Should we cancel because you're afraid of bees?
I wasn't trying to get it out. I'm just saying like that's part of the deal. I mean, I don't mind the bees. They don't hurt anybody, but sometimes the students don't like it.
Well, they hurt the
These are the kind of bees that are like not aggressive. They leave you alone if you leave them alone. They just want to get some of your sugar.
They do. They do.
Fair enough.
I guess that's it.
Well,
anything else we got to talk about?
Our producer came to me yesterday with an idea.
What's that?
And when our producer says he has an idea, we have to listen because he runs the show.
Okay.
So we have trivia challenge with I came up with questions for you, Father.
Oh, all right.
So Mrs. Collom, you can help join this. We have two options because you're famous for two things: homeschool and sailing. Would you rather have trivia questions about homeschooling or sailing?
Gosh. I guess let's do. I feel like I'm not.
We're gonna do the sailing. Father,
okay.
Homeschool. For example, in what year was homeschooling officially legalized in all 50 U.S. states?
I have no idea. I'm gonna guess. Wait, I thought you said we're gonna do sailing.
This is an example that we're not gonna do.
Let's do the sailing. Maybe we'll do the homeschooling ones another time.
1993.
Okay.
I wonder who the holdout was.
I don't know.
Anyway, okay. Sailing. What is the front of a sailboat called?
The bow.
That is correct. What is the left side of a sailboat called when facing the bow?
When facing the bow, that'd be the starboard side.
No.
Wait, I feel like that was poorly worded. Are you saying like you're on the boat looking forward?
Yes.
Okay, then that'd be the port side.
Okay. Once you got that wrong, there's only one other
I thought
option.
you were saying like if you're facing the boat like from the front looking at it. Anyways, go on.
What famous international sailing competition, first held in 1851, is considered the oldest trophy in the international sport?
I have no idea.
Mrs. Collom or Mr. Gross?
Not a clue.
No, I definitely don't know.
Can I guess what country it's in? Like where it's hosted generally? Is it in England area?
It doesn't say.
You don't even know?
It's called the America's Cup.
The Americas. Oh yeah, there's a documentary on that I want to watch. I hear it's quite good. There's a guy who came up with this like revolutionary keel design that completely changed the game, and now all the racing boats do it his way. Basically,
You could
it's like
really
this,
use one of those because it's just at the bottom of a Huron right now.
it's basically like a really low profile keel that's like a knife cutting through the water, and then at the very bottom is like a torpedo where the ballast is.
Wait,
And that
you put torpedoes on the boat?
I mean, it's not an actual torpedo, but it looks like a torpedo.
That would make it really exciting.
But there was this Australian guy who came up with that design, and it completely, like, he started beating everybody by a lot, and so now they all make them that way.
What does it mean when a sailboat is tacking?
That means you are going upwind at a 45-degree angle.
Very good.
Yep.
How'd you learn that one? It seems like something you just do, and not worry about it.
No,
That was a good job, Father. What is the term for the depth of water a boat needs to float without touching the bottom?
The draft.
Oh, yeah. How far is a nautical mile?
Ooh. I think it's like 1.2 miles.
It's close. 1.15.
Ooh.
And do you know why?
Why it's different?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's based on 1 minute of latitude.
All right.
So 1 minute is 1 nautical mile.
All right.
And that means, Father, last question. How fast is a knot?
Ooh. I think a knot is like 0.85 miles per hour.
Reverse it.
Oh. So 1.25?
1.15.
Oh, all right.
You had the 85. You had that right.
Yep.
So then the question is, if you're moving at 10 knots, here's your math question, Father.
no.
How many miles per hour are you traveling? 10 knots.
So 10 knots is slightly less in miles per hour.
More.
So that's 10.8 miles per hour.
11.5. You stuck with your 0.85 and you really dug your heels in.
Hard.
11
math
point-
is hard.
If you are going 10 knots, you are going 11.5 miles per hour.
See, my boat tops out at 5 knots, which is basically about 5 miles per hour. So the math doesn't really matter as much. But when you're going faster, it does start to matter.
Do you have a speedometer on your boat?
I have a GPS that tells me how fast I'm going.
Does it give you based on knots or miles?
It's in knots.
Very cool.
The fastest I've gone in my boat was this summer. I was going downwind with pretty good wind. We went up to 7 knots. I was like, wow, we are cooking. But most of the time, it doesn't go that fast. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest at Lansing Catholic. I'm Father Joe.
I'm Mr. Stolpa.
I'm Miss Collom.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in. Now for sports. Last week on Monday, girls varsity golf had a Holt invite. On Tuesday, girls JV golf had a jamboree. Also, volleyball teams played against Charlotte. And then finally on Tuesday, boys JV and varsity soccer played against Charlotte. Wednesday last week, girls varsity golf had an invite at East Jackson. And then boys JV and varsity tennis had a game against Charlotte. For Thursday, volleyball played at the Grand Ledge Quad, JV played at the LCHS Quad, and finally freshmen, they played at the Fowlerville Quad. JV football had a game against Sexton, girls varsity golf had a jamboree, and cross country had the Lansing Catholic invite. Finally, for Friday, varsity football had a game against Sexton. And then Saturday, boys varsity tennis had the Paw Paw invite, and then girls, freshmen, and varsity volleyball had the Mount Morris tourney. This week for sports, on Monday, girls varsity golf has an East Lansing invite. Tuesday, girls JV and varsity golf have a jamboree. Boys JV and varsity soccer have a home game against Eaton Rapids, and all girls volleyball teams have a home game against Eaton Rapids. Cross country runs at the CAAC White Jamboree. For Wednesday, boys JV and varsity tennis play at Portland High School. Thursday, girls JV golf have a Holt invite. Girls swim and dive have a meet. Boys JV football have a game against Charlotte. For Friday, girls varsity golf have an invite at Coldwater. Boys varsity football have a game away against Charlotte. The theme is fret. And finally, for Saturday, boys varsity tennis at the Tiger invite. Cross country is the Piamo Westphalia invite. With homecoming week coming up, we invite you to come out and join our LCHS community for Cougar Fest on Friday, September 26th. This event runs inside Cougar Stadium from 5 to 7 p.m. We have several food trucks on site, including Shove It Pizza, Smokin' Pigs, and Kona Ice. Also, our Cougar Family Fun Zone, located on the baseball field, will host a variety of different games and activities for kids of all ages. The evening will end with our football game as we watch our Cougars take on the Eaton Rapid Greyhounds. That's all for this week, Cougars. Thanks for tuning in. The The Lansing Catholic Podcast is a production of Lansing Catholic High School. The show is produced and edited by Nathan Gross.